Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different for the League of Legends content. I just got done reading the book Ruination here, and it was incredible. So I just want to talk about the book a little bit, do a little bit of a book review, which is going to be spoiler free. Might be a couple of minor spoilers, but nothing quite that important. But let's go ahead and take a look at the book and probably why you should take a read. Alright, so as we scroll down, we have the synopsis here. Camivore is a brutal land with a bloody legacy. Where the Empire's knights go, slaughter follows. Callista seeks to change that. When her young and narcissistic uncle Viego becomes king, she vows to temper his destructive instincts in his loyal confidant, advisor, and military general. But her plans are thwarted when an assassin's poisoned blade strikes Viego's wife, Isolde, affecting her with a malady for which there is no cure. As Isolde's condition worsens, Viego descends into madness and grief, threatening to drag Camivore down with him. Callista makes a desperate gambit to save the kingdom. She searches for the long-lost Blessed Isles, rumored to hold the Queen's salvation if only Callista can find them. Both corruption grows in the Blessed Isles capital, where a vengeful warden seeks to ensnare Callista in his cruel machinations. She'll be forced to choose between her loyalty to Viego and doing what she knows is right. Even in the face of utter darkness, one noble act can shine a light that saves the world. So one thing that was really cool about this book is by playing the game and knowing the lore just a little bit, it really brings to life the world that they introduce you in this. There's a lot of Easter eggs and side characters you get, like you get to meet Soraka, for instance. That could be a minor spoiler, but she's part of that in there. And so there's just a bunch of other characters that if you know in-game and know a little bit about them, it really adds and builds this world. Knowing what the Vestians are, where they come from, and kind of their history, interacting and going and from the Blessed Isles to the Shadow Isles, and that transition. It's got a lot of really neat characters you get to see before they go through their transformation and kind of how they acted and what they look like in life, and the abilities that crossed over after the Ruination happened. Because the main characters here, we've got Callista, we've got Viego, we've got Hecarim, and we've got Thresh. There are a couple other main characters whose names kind of escape me at the moment that go along with them throughout the series, but they're not characters in game or really mentioned anywhere else, so they don't hold a larger impact outside of this. So one of the really cool things that this book did is it incorporated the world from multiple different people and ideas at the same time and was able to bring it together cohesively in the book, and finally at the end able to really tie everything all together. Some of the things I knew were going to happen just by knowing the lore, but I think that's exciting getting to know that kind of stuff. So when it grabs you and gets you in there, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of know what's going on. Oh, okay, this is familiar. And then something else, they had a really big twist to it. You're like, wow, that's actually really cool. And that's how we got to this. You know, Hecarim is a normal man in this. He's not a half horse, half man creature as he is in the game. So getting to see who Hecarim was and his personality before he became this monstrosity was really cool. Getting to see who Thresh is by far one of my favorite characters. Because I love when people are allowed to get a little bit dark and dirty. And so seeing his mind and the way it thinks and the things he goes through, I personally found really interesting. And in fact, you don't even know this is Thresh through most of the book unless you really you already know some of the stuff. It really does give it away by his job being a thresher, which is where he got his name from. But he's not referred to that throughout the whole book. He actually has a name. So it is really exciting. I really do recommend picking this up and reading it. Even if you don't care for the League of Legends universe or know much about the lore, it is still a fantastic fantasy read on its own. So I really recommend giving it a shot. But other than that, sorry for the short video and lack of gameplay content, but I thought this was a really good book and something I just wanted to share. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.